Now 7:16. So if you're staring at a mountain of debt, you're not alone. Credit card debt is skyrocketing as inflation batters monthly budgets. And now on your side, Susan Campbell has learned calls for help from credit counselors are also going up. So she is here with some solutions this morning. A lot of people in this situation, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a big deal for a lot of families. We know we've spoken to several who say we just can't make ends meet anymore. My paycheck isn't keeping up with my bills. So I spoke with one nonprofit agency that says their new clients are people who've never really had debt before. They say their paychecks just aren't keeping up with the cost. Dominique George carefully plans her meals. Last night's chicken fingers will be tonight's chicken pot pie.
I'm always, literally every day looking at my bills.
The mom of four didn't like what she saw. Grocery bills kept getting more expensive, and rent jumped $1,000 a month. Some of it ended up on credit cards.
I had about $9,000 in debt, which to some may not seem like a lot. It was a lot for me. I just felt like I was drowning.
She's not alone. Credit card debt has soared to $925 billion in the U.S., and as balances go up, so do calls for help.
We are seeing an increase in the number of folks reaching out.
Thomas Nitsche is from Money Management International, a nonprofit credit counseling and financial education company.
Raises haven't kept up with inflation for most people, so that is what we're seeing.
If that's you, you need a budget.
Really, the ground floor is understanding what's coming in, what's going out. So creating a budget, which most of the clients we work with have never done, you really need to do that.
Dominique has paid off more than half of her debt. MMI helped her lower her interest rates on her credit cards, and she's made sacrifices along the way.
There's been times where I have had to go out and get a second job just to make sure that we have food on the table.
But it's paying off. Dominique says she's on track to have everything paid off by the end of the year.
It's going to be really great. I feel like it's going to be like a huge, huge boulder off of my heart.
Money Management International says there's also been an uptick in credit card defaults, meaning people aren't making the minimum monthly payments on time. That could, of course, affect credit scores. And they say they expect things to get even worse whenever student loan repayments resume. People have gotten used to not having that extra monthly bill. So Money Management International says, start planning for that right now.
Absolutely, yeah. We're in the same situation with that student loan thing. My wife, she's had a pause for the last couple of years, and we know it's coming up where we got to start putting that money towards that. So
it will be a bill that comes up and will change your monthly finances.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much, Susan.